Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, to talk about your Thanksgiving weekend coming up, and it's going to be a big travel weekend, and of course, Thanksgiving Day itself. And overall, I don't see anything real major that's going to cause a lot of travel issues, and it's going to get cold, but not until after Thanksgiving. So let's get right to it. Here on Wednesday, temperatures aren't going to be too bad, pretty close to normal. It's going to be a little bit chilly though. Normal high temperatures certainly in the 50s, lower to mid 50s right here in the Ohio Valley. And so it's not going to be too bad, but it's going to see a little bit of a warm up here on Thursday. Not much though. You can see some darker temperature colors right there, pretty close to normal right here in the Ohio Valley. The real nice weather concentrated along the south and southeast. By Friday, you see not much change in the overall temperature pattern across the Midwest. Still very cold out in the Rockies and still not too bad along the Gulf Coast region. As we head on into your weekend, Saturday gets a little bit chillier here. There's going to be a little bit of rain to talk about, but again, the warmer temperatures down to the south. Nothing really cold yet showing up, and the key word here is yet. By Sunday, you see again, temperatures aren't going to be too bad. Now, if you're thinking about putting up Christmas lights right here in the Midwest, it looks like Sunday's probably going to be your best bet at this point in time. Saturday actually won't be all that bad either. It's going to be a bit chilly. Chilly meaning temperatures closer to normal. That puts us into the 50s right here in the Ohio Valley. Certainly colder up to the north and certainly warmer down into the south. Now let's jump right now to your Wednesday. Here's where it starts to change. Notice the cold blue colors up to the north. Not too bad right here in the Midwest. In fact, temperatures may be slightly above normal, but again, that only puts us into the lower 50s here on Wednesday, the biggest travel day of the year, but not too bad across most of the area as far as colors are concerned. So temperature-wise, not bad, with the exception, really cold there up to the north. Here on Thanksgiving Day itself, notice the dividing line. Right here in the Ohio Valley, points south, temperatures are going to be a little bit above normal or close to normal, but notice the cold air now locked up across the northern half of the country, and that is going to be filtering down. So Thanksgiving Day itself right here in the Ohio Valley shouldn't be bad, but the weekend after looks like it's going to be very, very cold, and that's when we could be looking at a little bit of snow. Precipitation wise, Wednesday not too bad. Southwest, a little bit of shower activity, but overall not too out of the ordinary here on your Wednesday. Thursday could get a little bit strong, could be a little bit of severe weather there in the mid-Mississippi Valley points down towards Texas, more in a way of flooding rains, gusty winds, and that type of thing, something to keep an eye on. But this is, again, here on your Thursday. Now, Friday, that weather will move its way into the Ohio Valley, and that's probably going to be a Thursday night, Friday, mostly Friday event right here in the area, and that's going to stream up towards the northeast as well. By Saturday, it starts pushing its way out. If you're looking at putting up lights in this area, it looks like Saturday may not be a bad day. It's going to be a little wet ground because I think we'll see quite a bit of rain out of this next system, but it's going to be pushing off towards the east. Here we go on Sunday, pretty dry, pretty nice day to put up Christmas lights. Here comes the next system that's going to come in, probably a Monday to Tuesday event right here in the Ohio Valley, but I think Monday may be okay too. So if you're going to be driving across the country or getting to your destinations this weekend, it's not looking all that bad at this point in time. And then let's jump right to well, looks like right around Wednesday, Thanksgiving is going to be not too bad here across the area. Here comes the next system pushing its way in, and this is Thanksgiving Day itself. You can kind of see here comes that cold front. Remember the cold air up to the north, not too bad down here in the southeast. The west coast looks like that's where the real bad weather is going to be, some mountain snows. But notice though, this area of precipitation on Thanksgiving Day is going to be more in the way of rain. This is going to be for the Ohio Valley, more of a Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, Saturday type of event, and then the cold air will filter in right behind it. So the bottom line is nothing all that significant as far as snow that's going to cause any real travel problems over the next week going on into Thanksgiving. But keep in mind, after that, that's when it gets cold, and that's when we could see possibly a little bit of snow. I'm George, the Weather Dad.